gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. My name is Amirez. I am joined today by a repeat, someone I enjoy talking to off stage a lot, whether he's sober or he's drunk. He's always a fun conversation. He's a dad, he's a comedian, he's a cheese salesman. He is
a drunk by all estimations.
He has a reputation.
Yes.
A man we all love, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alex Leonard, everybody. Alex Leonard.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Yeah.
Amber, I'm so happy to be hanging out with you again.
Hey, Cheerios.
I love hanging out, chatting with you. In fact, this is fun because we don't get to talk so much when we do
We're
shows.
working. Everybody's working.
And you're busy. You're doing multiple shows, so oftentimes you're in and out.
Yeah.
And we can't really hang out so much.
Also, it's hard to talk. You're
Yes,
especially let's say you do an Estrella.
Yeah.
The room is too tight.
Yes.
We'll be bothering and we'll
Yes,
be laughing
yeah.
harder than some comics bombing.
Yes.
Have you ever had that where you're in the green room or what the area designed as the green room, and you're just making jokes with a fellow comic, and the laughter of the conversation is louder than the laughter of the audience of whatever comic is on stage?
I mean, that's a bad sign either way. That's a bad sign either way. One, our buddy up there is not doing so great, and two, we're not being very respectful.
No, we're not.
No.
But I think it's part of the. At my age, I don't know for you, but I just gossip, no worries. You want to talk shit, talk shit. That doesn't make you a bad person.
I think
you
what
want to
it
be a
is.
bit rude. It's okay.
So I think also what it is that a lot of the shows that we do together are in bars or restaurants that don't have a green room per se. You know what I mean? So of course it's part of the area that you're in, and it's going to bleed if you don't keep a lid on it.
And
too
then
much.
we get shushed by the brothers.
by Sid.
That's it. Hey, stop. Let the guy bomb in peace.
Yes. No, where Sid gets really mad at me is my ins and outs. Every time, how many cigarettes? It's how many cigarettes do you need in one given night?
That's what makes him such a good producer.
Yeah.
Is all right, let's try to give the audience, and I'm learning that, by the way, because I take that same ideology when I go on the road. Okay, this is how the seating should be. I don't want anybody talking.
Sure.
Comedians, you shut up when someone is on stage. You have to think as an audience member. I literally, sometimes I'll go to a room and we'll set up the tables and I'll sit at different chairs just to see if I have a good view of the comedian on stage. And it changed. Honestly, the quality of the shows just improved tremendously. So much.
Oh yeah,
so much.
I for me, it's something I have to be cognizant about. I work in an office setting, and sometimes I'll take meetings from my desk, and my voice projects.
Yes, I'm literally looking at the Zoom thing. Should I lower it a little?
And it's and this isn't me being loud. I could take it up a notch, and so I have to be cognizant of that, especially at a comedy show, because I don't whisper well, I guess is what I'm saying.
You're not a whisperer.
Am I doing it right? Is this how we do it?
That's very sexy, actually. Ooh, sexy Alex Leonard. Sexy Leonard.
I get looks in the office. They're like,
I have a question. So you have an office, an actual office job where you work with normal people.
Yeah, normal people. That's very subjective.
You're
There's a couple of weirdos in there.
There are a couple of weirdos?
There's a couple of weirdos everywhere.
Exactly.
Come on.
However, you're a very unfiltered human being.
Yes.
You're one of the few that I can I connect with you.
Yes.
There's no filters. We'll say for the laugh, we'll say the worst thing.
Yes. And it's interesting you say that, because I think that's the hallmark of real comic.
Yeah.
A comic will always take the joke, for better or for worse. Even if it's your grandmother's funeral, and there's the one joke
100%.
that pops in your head, you're just gonna take it.
100%.
You're gonna take it.
I've lost friends over some
Yes,
jokes.
and I've gone cross, sideways looks at the office, Alex, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So how is it having a day job where we're working with civilians? They're.
So, at this point, I've been working there for 12 years, and they know I do stand-up.
Okay.
And, I've been there long enough that I have, the grace of my bosses.
Okay,
Be
so
all right, fucking Alex is...
HR will not get involved.
No,
Okay,
But where I had to dial it back is I do sales, right? And I would do, some, throw in a joke here and there.
Yeah.
And there is too much humor that you can add in a strictly professional context.
Yeah.
If you do a presentation, you can add one or two jokes just to add a bit of levity, but not more than 2 or 3. It's not, you're not on stage. Fucking,
A laughter every 6 seconds. This is
so how long you been married?
doing crowd work?
Doing crowd work.
How do you know him?
Yeah, exactly. Do you hate your boss? Do you like your boss? So it's important to like pepper a bit of humor just to make it human, just to make it like agreeable for everyone. But you're not on stage. But when I'm not like presenting, I throw around jokes all the time. I started a rumor. I get bored.
I love these stories.
Just, listen, this is the difference: is that like because you're a comic, your mind is always like looking for the angle, and you get bored easily when it's just fucking day-to-day vapid conversations. So one time, like I don't know, I was bored. I just started a rumor at work that one of my fellow colleagues. His name's Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy. I started a rumor that Jeremy's got a huge cock, and he's got a decent sized schnoz. I was like, guys, I just came back from the urinal. I took a glimpse. This guy's hung like a donkey, and it kind of took off, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? And now like everybody was laughing.
Yeah, Jeremy's like, so happy. Yeah. I would love to be Jeremy.
Well, I mean, eventually I had to like step to him. I was like, listen, I'd want you to hear it before from me or anybody else. I started a rumor about you that you've got a huge cock, and he looked at me. He's like, it's better than a rumor. I got a small cock.
Yeah.
I'm like, there we go.
Exactly. Listen, if there's a rumor to be spread, let it be the fact that someone has a huge cock.
Exactly. And we started calling him Ron Jeremy because fuck it.
That's a great work environment, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that would have gotten you fired in like Bombardier.
I mean, look, I don't know. Yes, I don't know.
Like these, with
drier environments
where everybody is like always tense. Maybe I'm talking about my old jobs,
Yeah, I mean, look, it depends. It depends on the team that you have. You know, if you have a cool team and you've been there like a while, and I think it's important to make work fun because you spend more time with your colleagues than you do with your wife, with your kids, with anybody else. These are the people you spend the most time with. So might as well try to make it fun.
Yeah.
But
especially if you've been doing it for 12 years, like that job, it's your second family. Like that world is your world.
Absolutely.
You're one of the elders, I assume.
Absolutely.
In the cheese business.
Yeah. And what's very interesting too is that like you kind of change teams and you go from being part of the young crew to being part of the old crew. Ooh. And you're going to be in the old crew a lot longer than you were part of the young crew. But there's like after 12 years, you have to assume the mantle that you have de facto leadership in the company.
Yep.
And that's not something that you can't like think of and just be too cynical and too like jaded. You kind of have to do it, not for you, but for them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For the environment, for the family.
Yes.
For the relationship.
You've been to 1,000 meetings, and yes, every time it's the same topic: sell more cheese. It's never sell less cheese. You know what I mean? So you can't just roll your eyes. Let me guess, sell more cheese. Did I get that right? Yes, Alex. But how are you going to sell more cheese? By any fucking means necessary.
Yeah. It's funny that the bitterness. I was talking with other comedians last time about how when I started a bit before you, I think. There was a lot of bitter older comics, and they would ruin the environment. Like you would go to an open mic, and they'd be there too. They've been doing it for 10 years before me, and they had that bitter, cynical, like you're never gonna make it. This, it's everybody sucks. They hated new comics.
Yeah, I mean, I do know what you're talking about.
And I'm happy that you're not doing this in the cheese business. That you're like, well, it'll be cool. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
because they used to really make the environment we live in so toxic.
Yeah, well, you know what's interesting about that, and like I think even for the comics, I've changed teams. I was like a younger comic, and now I'm like one of the older ones. Yeah. And when I see new comics, I introduce myself, say hi, have a drink. Sometimes I'll buy a drink, and like because it's a community, it's fun. You know what I mean? I found like with those old ones, it's like they don't want to make friends. They don't. They're just like
they've been doing the same 7 minutes for the past 45 years. I'm like, bro, oh my god. So I try not to become like that too.
But I feel that's that's not just the fact like in the comedy world. They have to be sort of like that in all other facets of their lives.
I'm pretty sure
you know what I mean, like at their jobs
and rainbows.
No. You're not like that like at one moment in your life and not like that, Probably the same like at the office too, a little crusty, a little jaded.
I remember at my old job like that, so I used to have an office job just like you, and there were people who were like just sad, and they just there's something that happened in engineering where that, like, let's say you start a young engineer, you're a junior engineer, and you either go into management and then you become a mid-level manager, or you become a project manager, or you become a senior engineer. But once you're a senior engineer, You can be a senior engineer for like 30 years.
Yes.
There's no senior, senior. You just become a senior engineer. And there's people I would talk, and they would just been like, okay, so they reached that level, and then just waiting to die, and they're so unappealing.
Well, look, I think that's very different. Like, let's say you work in, like, in an engineering like cabinet or whatever. I sell like a consumer like packaged good where we have advertising on TV and you talk to your consumers. It's more fun. It's more dynamic.
Sales is more fun.
There's marketing and there's different, like, there's supply chain, there's customer service. When you're working just with engineer, it's just fucking numbers and engineers.
And it's so hard to like introduce a new idea because why this works already? Why would you?
Yeah,
I haven't, like, ever since I quit it. I missed math. I missed vibrations.
Yes,
but I've never missed working as an engineer.
Yeah,
I'm done. I paid my dues. I reached the highest level I could reach. I was sending satellites into space. Like, the next thing would have been to become an astronaut, and I don't want to work out. So I was never going to be an. Truly, that's the only reason. It's the only reason.
I'll eat the dehydrated food.
I know where it's. I'll learn Russian, no problem. I speak 3 languages. I'll learn a 4th one. Get a PhD, no issues. I loved school.
Do some squats. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck no. There's some no burpees. Fat astronauts. There's no. I've never seen a fat just like. You don't need to have good cardio in space. I don't know why. No, that's the reason.
I think it's the G's. I think you need to be in top shape for the G's.
The G's. I heard the jizz. I'm like,
no, not the gang. It's not. They're not listening to G Funk on the way.
No,
up.
G-I-Z-Z.
This is for the G's.
This is jizz. The jizz, huh?
No, it's for the G's, bro.
Yeah, you have to be in shape.
Yeah, you have to be in shape. You know what I mean?
But once you go up, like, it's just the vertical. Speaking of in shape.
Oh, there we go.
Sexy man.
The third member of our throuple has arrived.
Yes. Hey, Joel, can I ask you a favor? Can you make sure that you just... I'm always...
Make sure it's facing his cock?
Yes.
There we go.
Facing his cock. Perfect. And is it facing my cock? If you don't mind.
How you guys doing?
I'm good.
The most handsome
Joel
man in
Slavic,
Montreal.
everybody. The handsomest.
Just walked in.
I have...
Because
I make posters with his face.
Yes.
And I have photos. I have so many photos.
He's photogenic, this guy.
His handsome, stupid face.
Young and delicious.
And I'm like, God damn. That's a goal. Come under the table. No, all right. So yeah, astronaut. That would have been great.
Well, I worked for a company called Areva that sold the isolators on cables that like, where they have like the pylons.
Yep.
Like those isolators are like these things that are like on, and it's B2B. They had one client, was Hydro Quebec. It was the most boring engineers. Like there was no jokes happening there like at all.
What's funny is that my best friend, I have 2 best friends. One of them is like a PhD in biology, meat, Jewish guy, hilarious. And the other one is a Quebecois engineer. He's a project manager now. He's one of the funniest human beings I know. However, his sense of humor is so dry. Mm-hmm. Like he's a true engineer.
Yeah.
I was like a fake engineer. I'm like, I don't want to be homeless, so I'm gonna become an engineer. He was like, no, I love this.
Love to engineer. Come on.
I love to engineer.
There we go.
So, but his sense is so dry. Is hilarious. He's truly one of the funniest human beings. However, I'm pretty sure no one else other than me. I don't even think his girlfriend thinks he's hilarious. Yeah. I think he's the funniest human being. I can just laugh. Like, when you laugh with your best friend and tears and your body hurts. Yeah. And for me, it's those muscles. These muscles start hurting. That's how hard I'm laughing with him. And no one understands him but me.
So what made him funny? Was it because he would say like misplaced things with like a deadpan?
Well, it's just like a little comments, but with a deadpan face. And also his ability to spot the humor. Mm-hmm. He's very good at spotting humor. Mm-hmm. Like he'll tell me a story like, listen to what happens. Mm-hmm. And we'll just start just dying laughing. Mm-hmm. He was telling me a story once. It was his birthday. And he just bought a new duplex. And his duplex is maybe 2 houses away from the director, not even his boss, like the boss of his boss's house. And it was celebrating his birthday, so he is outside. And his girlfriend insisted that there's balloons. So he's cooking on the barbecue. And his boss is walking in the ruelle, like in the small street next to his house. And he's like, hello, Guillaume? And he just sees Guillaume with the, like those cone heads and balloons. And He's like, what's up? He's like, is it your birthday? He's like, yes. So imagine your boss's boss sees you and you have balloons let's say you're 42 years old, and you're like, oh God, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. So he's able to see comedy, no interest in performing whatsoever. None.
Yeah, I mean,
Same thing with Eugene, hilarious human being. Never wanted to get on stage.
One doesn't translate into the other. And I I know a couple of funny, like legitimate funny guys, and they're like, and they know I do stand up. They're like, oh, I want to do stand up. I can do this, and I'm like, sure you can. Go open mic it. But they don't understand that just being funny, riffing with your friends is not the same thing as putting thought to paper and coming up with actual material and a joke.
Having anyone listen to you.
Yes.
For let's start with 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You imagine people watching. Imagine you're talking to someone for 5 minutes, and they can only laugh.
Yeah.
That's comedy.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be a headliner, that's 50 minutes, and that's imagine a conversation. That's it. They can only laugh.
Yeah. I mean, there is crowd work, obviously.
Yes, of course, but
some people are good at that.
Yeah,
better than that.
In the sense, but
it's a one-way conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
It's I'm realizing, and my girlfriend made me realize this, that I don't think I'm funny without a microphone in my hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, because we got into a fight. She's like, Amber, you're very mean to me. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, look, I get it. It's funny, but you're mean to me. I'm like she acknowledges the fact that it's my comedic brain that's saying the things I said.
Yeah.
And then she's like, but you can't say something like that.
Yes.
You're not on stage. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But that's going back to what I'm saying. A comic will always take the joke, for better or for worse.
Oh my God, I'm paying the price every time we get into an argument. I know it's my fault.
Well, you see, that's why I have my girlfriend. I'm with my girlfriend right now. I mean, she's a great person. I love her very much. But she thinks I'm funny. She laughs at all my jokes.
Oh,
I live to make her laugh.
That's a beautiful feeling.
My ex-wife never laughed at anything I said.
That's why she's an ex-wife.
Exactly.
Even at the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. But begrudgingly, like, finding it funny. Because it's like, if you think I'm funny, then it's like they feel like they're giving up some sort of power over you. It's like, fuck, I can't win an argument if he's making me laugh. And no, like, she was not laughing at the jokes.
Yeah?
A couple of other girlfriends, they would just like kind of look at me, like kind of rolling their eyes.
My girlfriend laughs at my jokes, and she's funny. Like, she will make me laugh. And I love people who want to make you laugh. They have a special place in my heart.
Sure.
Anybody whose aim is to make you laugh. I mean, there's something beautiful. There's something godly about that person.
Absolutely. And if your girlfriend's able to throw a couple back your way and make you laugh, that's great too. Everybody can have, like a moment, but I find like it's somewhat rare for my girlfriends anyways to come out with some zingers,
She's a big fan of stand-up comedy, my girlfriend. So
mine too.
So it makes sense that she's dating me. However, I think dating a comedian is not as easy as she thought it would be. Because I work.
Yes.
Alex, I work.
Yeah.
And I'm not fun when I work. I'm just working.
Yeah.
I've worked in an office.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Alex. What's the percentage of 8 hours?
Yes.
Where you're like actually working?
Oh, I work.
Yeah?
I work 40 to 50 hours, and it's
and you're working.
It's pedal to the metal.
You're not like on your phone.
I mean, look.
You're not texting.
Yeah,
exactly. So what's the? You're not gonna. No one. I hope no one from your office is watching this.
No, I would say like really grinding out of the 40 to 50 hours. I would say 85%. I'm working.
Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're one of the few on this.
Yeah,
planet.
but we're going like I am most productive from like, let's say if I go in at 7:30.
Yeah.
7 to 12, I'm murdering. Like I'm doing 85% of what I need to do.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, it's not like I'm just loafing, but I do other things that don't necessarily push the train forward, but like maybe like things that are like there's a lot of publications, like in my company, like just trying to figure out what's going on in the cheese world. What's happening? Is anything like what big innovation has come out in the cheese category? Hey, you're gonna read like some article,
okay?
Like see what Saputo's doing.
So you stay in the world of cheese,
yes,
without being. Like just
yes.
When I had a day job, I was not. I'm very ADD, so I was good at my job. I think I was not bad, but it was like 60%.
60%?
56.
Yeah.
Other 40s, like, let's go pee, let's go poop, let's go on our phone. I was lucky. I wasn't into I didn't have Facebook or Instagram when I had a day job, so I was not watching reels. But, man, right now, people who work from home, I don't.
Yeah.
I get it.
Listen,
I get it.
I in fact do the opposite because the requirements, the demands of my job, like the train has to keep moving forward. And I find at home is no bueno for this guy. Nah, there's too many distractions. Between the fridge, the sofa, the TV, the birds. Yeah, there we go. Fucking morning nap, afternoon nap. Dude, during COVID, I was taking 2 naps a day.
2 naps a day.
Morning nap and afternoon nap.
And not leaving the house.
No, just living the dream. COVID was nuts, man. I remember with the first lockdown, when we were like, okay, we're doing this. I completely lost track of time. I would just work till 2 a.m. just out of sheer boredom, just because there was nothing else to do. Yeah. And then I would fall asleep at an ungodly hour. And then I'd wake up at 10:30 having missed 9 a.m. meetings. And they're like, Alex, where were you? I was sleeping. I was like, well, what do you mean? I don't know. I was like, I worked till 3 a.m. I was like, why? What else am I going to do?
It's insane that... I think about it. I wasn't working, so I was getting CERB. And the fact I had, I should have went to Turkey, gotten a hair transplant. I think about it. I should have, gotten a 6-pack, a hair transplant. Yeah. Just, I wasn't seeing anybody. I live alone, you understand? Yeah. And I live alone, so I would have friends come over. I was allowed to have friends come over. But I could have changed my complete life.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing happened.
Listen, I did a bit of cooking over COVID. Yeah, it was the only thing that I was like, okay, I had 4 recipes that my kids were fed up of eating. I was like, let's up the cooking game. And, you needed a project, you know what I mean?
I went for walks. I did that.
Lots of walks.
But nothing. I did some comedy. Did you do any online comedy?
Zoom comedy? Man, that was insane.
I loved it.
That was
you didn't like it?
No, it was crazy.
Oh, I loved it.
It was very bizarre.
I loved it. Any things that doesn't require me to wear a belt, I'm all in. I hate wearing pants and a belt. I just want to wear, those house pajamas. Those pajamas, but you worn them a month or 2 months, so the elastic is a little loose. Oh. And you just feel,
But it didn't feel anything like comedy. There would be little to no laughter, little to no reaction from the crowd. It was so cringy. It was like jerking off in front of my mom. It wasn't cool, man.
I would love to jerk off in front of your mom. On the contrary, me in front of your mom has nothing.
I'm already hard.
Here's what I loved about it, because as you know, as I told you before, I teach English to Chinese kids. Mm-hmm. That's my job. So the idea of being set up and entertain to someone in front of behind a screen, I've had 4 years experience, 3 years experience doing it.
Okay, so it wasn't so alien to you.
It wasn't so alien to me.
I see.
I had that's the thing, is if you want to do a good Zoom comedy show, here's what you need. You need a headphone, a mic, a good lighting so they see your face very well. And you're set. And they cannot mute their mic.
No.
That's it.
No, you can't.
If you have all that, you can get away with a lot.
Fair enough.
Truly, I felt I was destroying.
What's the biggest crowd you had
I did a New Year's Eve show.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How many people was that?
I don't know, 40, 30, I don't know. There was people. There were people, and I could see they're some of them were watching from the TV, so a family.
Oh, yeah.
And they're watching the TV, and the camera is on them. And they're watching the show. Other than they had just alone. I did a few corporates, and it was fun.
But you do have an aspect to your physical comedy. Whether you're pretending to fucking jerk off or whatever.
Instead of doing,
you just bring it up.
You know how many times I've jerked off on that chair, buddy? Listen, if there's a place where I know how to jerk off is on the chair, where I teach children. I just realized I'm like, no. You know what's funny? That area, I never jerk off.
That area, if we were to put on the CSI ultraviolet light,
nothing.
We would go blind.
No.
How much?
No. Because I knew my computer is a source of sin.
Yeah.
So I have another computer for work. You don't?
No.
I have a completely different. I have an office. And this is where I teach.
Oh, no, I got a smart TV. I just put it on the phone.
You watch porn on TV?
Well, of course. Why would I watch it on a screen this big when I watch it on a screen this big?
Oh, because I don't make it an event.
I don't know. Fuck, I'll get some popcorn going, lay out a blanket.
The butter. Is just a little bit.
Listen. I'm older than you. With the phone, it's over. My eyes are gone. Just recently. Like I remember, I had to recently pull out my reading glasses to toss off the porn because my arm's not long enough anymore.
Oh my God!
It's very weird to look like perverted and sophisticated at the same time, you know. With the glasses on, my monocle.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even think of that.
And then I looked. I'd been jerking off to gay porn for the past 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck, shit. What am I doing, man?
Clip it. We got a reel. For me, jizzing now, I don't know how it is. How old are you, if I may ask?
Are you asking me how I jizz? Are we talking about?
Oh, we're
How do you jizz? With my mouth open. I aim.
How old are you, Alex?
49.
49. Okay, so I'm 42.
Yeah.
For me, jizzing now is just a sleep helper.
It's like a chamomile tea.
It's exactly. It's a vervain chamomile tea. I'm like, all right, I'm done working. I go in my bedroom. I sleep in a completely dark room. Pull out my phone if I want to use my phone. I try not to use it. I try to use my imagination. Yeah. I'm running out of memories. Yeah. I'm getting older.
The highlight reel is getting fuzzy.
The highlight reel. I've been with my girlfriend way too long. The highlight reel is like, who is it again? What does she look like again? And I just, Salam alaikum.
That's very funny. For me, it's very different.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like, all right, I still got it. I don't have one foot in the grave. I can still ejaculate. I'm still a human being. All right.
Oh, okay. For me, it's just like just to help me sleep better. Like it's like a medicine. It's a jerk off medicine. It's a
much more risque podcast than the first one we did. I don't know if I want my colleagues to see this one.
All right,
just 15 minutes wall to wall jizz.
Dude, I will name the podcast "Wall to Wall Jizz" with Alex Leonard.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Listen,
maybe we should get you another beer. Let's see how.
They can't fire me at this point. They won't find
He's the cheese man.
They won't find two that do the job I do.
No worries. Listen, as I said, I should have told you. Anything you want removed, we'll chop it off.
Oh, okay. Do I get this? I get first.
Of course.
I get first dibs to
of
look
course.
at it.
I would like to have you again. I can't betray your.
Yeah. All right. So I'll take a look.
So
at it.
maybe I should keep an unedited version and post it on Patreon or something for the people who really want to hear the jizz stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
The jizz connoisseurs. You have. Oh my God! You must have been jizzing for 40 years? No,
no, relax.
Like what?
35.
35 years.
35 years.
You've been wanking it for 35 years.
Yeah.
That's the longest relationship you've ever been to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very funny. Like,
wow.
You know, I find like jerking off for like a young boy for the first time. It really is like a Stone Age to the Bronze Age sort of event. Like once you know you can do that to yourself, there's no going back. You know, nobody does that once. Check that off the bucket list.
I don't know for you. I tried. I'm like, okay, I remember, I did it the first time. Like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I have to, like.
Why? Because of haram? Like it felt like.
There was no conversation about halal or haram. I just felt like I shouldn't be doing this.
I was very different for me. I'm like, this is awesome.
It came with shame and guilt instantly.
Listen,
because there's like the bat, it was taboo. I had to find a long time in front of the channel that was all brouillé, like those when you go to channel 88.
Oh
back
yeah,
in
the
our
squigglies.
Days, the squigglies. Yeah,
that was.
So
awesome.
there was like,
yes,
and then you hear moans.
Yes,
and some moans.
And then it went on blur for a second. You're like, yeah.
And some moans, they're not pleasurable. Like, ooh. And you're like, I'm like, I should never.
For me,
I remember like the first time I can, if I close my eyes, I can literally remember that feeling of it just exploding. Like, it doesn't explode anymore.
It kind of just dribbles out.
I have a whole joke about it. Literally, it's.
For me, the TSN turning point happened like in the shower. And the shower was the best.
Yeah,
because the door's locked. Yeah, you got the sound cover.
Yeah,
from the shower head. You got the fucking
you got
soap.
The soap.
You're good to go.
So,
the first 2 years after that moment, I jerked off every single time I took a shower. My dick was squeaky clean. You could have performed surgery with that dick. It was fucking. It was awesome. You just fucking. Just push it into the drain, no evidence.
Good times. Yes. I remember those showers. I remember I went to Lebanon. I went back to see the family. And Lebanon, like when you take a shower, you need to turn on the heater. Like there's not a lot of hot water.
There's a whole process.
There's a whole process. It's not just like here, you just go take a shower, right? It's like, okay, well, listen, we don't have a lot of hot waters. You have to take quick showers. No.
No.
And then you discover all the fancy lotions that your cousins and your moms have. And you're like, oh, my God.
And I'm sure, like, I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a Lebanese household has like 12 people just on the other side of that door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But then, I'm not noisy when I rub one out. I don't know for you.
No, I understand that. But I know, but you got like fucking 3 or 4 cousins that are wanting to use the shower.
And they're all waiting.
Yeah. No, I had my own fucking bathroom in the basement. I was living the dream.
You had a basement.
Yeah.
You could literally rub one out on the sofa of the basement if you wanted to.
I was living the dream, dude. I had my own door from the outside. I didn't even have to. I could go to my room directly from the basement. It was wild.
That's crazy. That's
white privilege right there.
That's white privilege. That's suburban white privilege.
You know, we say that. I was, dude, for a Lebanese guy, you're whiter than I am.
I am. Yeah.
Are you like an anomaly, like in your family?
Yeah. I have a joke where I say, like, I think Simon Olivier Fecteau asked me, like, what does your family look like? I'm like, they all look like Saddam Hussein. And this is what I look like. That's it. I never had. I don't know. Here's the thing. I can't because I was never a brown guy, so I never got to experience racism. I never experienced racism. Sometimes when I think about it, like, okay, this could have been racism, but because my name is Amer, right? So it's never been like, it's not an easy. People right away, the second they hear my name, they're like, where are you from?
Yeah.
And then you have the whole story, blah blah blah. So I do believe in, like, there's a form maybe of white privilege, where the only privilege is that you don't have to tell a backstory. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because, listen, I was in engineering. 80% of engineers are immigrants.
Okay.
So there's no...
Yes.
Like, I worked at a company, a bunch of immigrants. So I don't believe white privilege. Again, the white only privilege is that you don't have to explain your story. You're like, perfect. Alex, hello, Alex, welcome.
Yes.
There's no like, Alex, where are you from, Alex?
Exactly. Well, you know what? I lived something similar, but not quite like that. My whole life, I've been asked, "Are you Italian? Are you Italian?
Yeah.
Are you Italian?
Because
Are you Italian? Like my whole life.
You have bravado. You're a bull.
I'm 100% 100% Québécois.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that like my father, my uncle, my brother, my grandfather, none of them. Zero chest hair. A couple of stragglers around the nipples. Yeah. I am aggressively hairy.
Yeah?
And like it's weird. It's like I stand out from like the rest of my family. And my whole life, are you Italian? Are you Italian? I feel like when my mom is on her deathbed, I have to have a conversation with her.
Oh, Ma, I think me too.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
it was the mailman Italian. Because every time I hear like your chest hair. What's going on? So I think maybe you might have to have
you want to slap her. Like, wait.
I think maybe you have to have that same conversation too.
Here's the thing. I don't think my mom cheated on my dad. I do think that the possibility of a hospital in Lebanon in '83 during the war, switcheroos,
or just bad paperwork, bad bureaucracy.
Just like, shit, which one is this?
Oh, jeez, the lights went off for a fraction of a second, and they're like,
a huge possibility.
Interesting.
How could it not? Okay, I'll tell you a story that I don't know a lot of people know this, and I want to relate it about, like, I don't know if you heard in America right now. They're debating whether on the ID we should put the gender that you're born with versus the gender that you chose, right? And I'm going to share with you a story that relates to this. So I'm born, my birth date is October 12, 1983. That's my birth date. However, if you look at all my IDs, from my driver's license to my passport to my birth certificate, it says September 12, 1983.
Really?
Because when I was born, my mom is like, she used to teach, so she knew that if you're born before October 1st, you can go to school
right away.
Right away. You don't have to wait.
You skip a year.
And my mom is very education driven, so she's like, she told my dad, go bribe the guy and change
Bump it up a month
so he can go to school right away. I think it's ironic that I ended up being a comedian where education doesn't matter.
Yes.
But so all my life I had to tell people, they're like, oh, you're telling me. but I thought your birthday is... So I had to like, no, my mom, she did this for education. So every time the subject of my birthday came up, I had to say, no, what's written on my ID is not the real thing. The real thing is October 12th. And at a certain point, I said, just fuck it. That's it. I'm not going to let something written on an official paper describe who I am on the inside, all right?
Fuck it.
Clip it. All right. No. So that's why I think it must have been so easy to mess up the paperwork when you're a young kid. So maybe I am a Croatian.
So who knows? Who knows?
There's United Nations in Lebanon. Somebody must have.
Hold on a second. Yeah. This is very interesting because my birthday is September 27th.
Oh.
So we're both Libras. Hi-oh. I was born 3 days before the cutoff.
Okay.
Because it's the same thing too in Canada.
Okay.
October 1st is the cutoff, and you can skip a year.
Yeah.
And I did not. So what that means is I was the youngest one.
Yeah. Me too.
Throughout all of my schooling.
Yeah.
Did you feel that being the youngest one was a good thing for you or a bad thing?
Well, when you're a kid, you want to be older. Mm-hmm. So you always like, and everybody would celebrate the 8th birthday, and you're like, you're still 7, and you're like, I'm so young. So yeah, I've always felt like, I wish I was as old as them, because at that age you want to be cool, you want to be like taller, you want to be, and I was like a chubby fat kid when I was young. So 100%.
Because me, that was the story of my life. Like
you're the kid?
Because I was the youngest one, I was always willing to do all the bad things just to be like part of like the crew, smoking, drinking, all these different things, and my mom would be like, Alex, if your friends are going to jump off the bridge, are you going to jump off like with them? I was like, of course. So you think I'm going to be the only loser walking around the bridge? Of course I want to jump. So en français, j'étais un suiveur.
Ouais.
I was always a follower,
Yeah.
which I find that like that was perhaps a detriment. It was perhaps a detriment to like.
I would never say that about you now. You have leadership.
I am 49 years old.
Maybe again, you grew out of it. I'll tell you this.
I thank God. But I mean,
at a certain point.
But in those formative years, I was certainly a follower.
Yeah.
Being the youngest.
Would you say this is your biggest trauma? Is just trying to be accepted by the older kids?
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly a guiding. It was certainly a guiding dynamic in my life.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, probably why I always tried to be funny, and probably why I'm a comic like right now is because it's something that I tried to hone even at a young age. Because you were younger, you weren't as good looking or cool as the older guys. So what did you have to rely on?
Be funny.
Jokes.
Me, I was very poor. I grew up very poor, and my mom put us in good schools. So I always felt I was like the poorest kid surrounded by rich kids.
Okay.
So in order, and I had crushes on girls. Well, I had a girl.
Yeah.
Nadine Zaidan. Oh, the love of my life.
Gorgeous.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What color was her hair?
Oh, God. What's funny? If I close, I think of her eyebrows.
Yeah.
She had really thick eyebrows. When you're a kid?
Yeah. Like nice, like Jennifer Connelly eyebrows?
We were 9 years old, so I can't. She
had some good power eyebrows.
She has some power eyebrows.
I like
beautiful.
that.
Her dad was a surgeon or something.
Yeah.
So imagine a surgeon in Civil War Lebanon. So her family is probably one of the few families that had money.
Okay.
And we had no money. So I remember making her and her friends laugh. Because I used comedy to hide my shame. I'm poor. My house was fucking bombarded. I hid all this with comedy. That's where my comedy comes from. It's funny how comedy always comes from a pain that you're trying to hide or something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I think that's a comedy. Like your story is fucking wild. Like I didn't have no bombed out houses. Like that's a pretty wild shit, man. Like I can't even begin.
But here's the thing: the best analogy I've heard was I think LL Cool J talking with Jon Stewart, and LL Cool J was talking about when he started. He started in the hood, and just crack, drugs, prostitution, murders he saw with his own eyes, and that PTSD has led him to push him. And Jon Stewart was saying and then he made a joke. Jon was like, I grew up and we didn't have enough cream cheese on our bagels. He was trying to, and he was saying, and LL Cool J said no, but for a kid, there's the pain is the same.
Trauma is trauma.
Trauma is trauma.
Yeah, no, trauma is trauma.
LL Cool J.
What can be traumatic to you is not traumatic to another person, but that's very subjective.
We whatever
Sure.
trying to fit in with the older kids, and me hiding, my financial situation in front of the people that surrounded me. Same level. We both have the same sadness inside of that we carry.
Nice. You know what I think is also white privilege. Ever since the dawn of the emojis,
Yeah.
at the beginning, every emoji of every person was just that canary yellow, like fucking dude.
Yeah.
And no one gave a shit. Everybody understood, like, okay, that's the guy, that's the girl. But when they came out with the different, like, colored ones, now my friends of different ethnicities feel that they can't just use the canary yellow one, and they have to match the tone, the tone to, like, what they are, like Mexican friends. They got, the slightly, macadamian, And I was like, you know what? I don't need the papaya mango, like fucking frothy smoothie, like,
Yeah, skin color.
I'm cool with the canary yellow guy. I don't feel misrepresented.
It's insane that your identity has to go all the way down to emojis.
To the I find
the canary. Listen, the Asians never complained that it was yellow.
Absolutely.
In the sense that everybody should be. Why do we need because it takes work. You got to press the button. And then you got to slide to, and it's a scale.
Yes.
Like a little bit down. It's just a little bit around.
Your arm next to it.
Yeah,
who am I? Who am I exactly?
You're sending a fuck you. You want to make sure that it's the right finger that you're. It's too much. It's just stealing from how much of your identity you want to include in your digital world.
Listen, I don't know.
We're all zeros and ones online. There's no need to.
Yes, absolutely. And whenever I see the different shade emoji, I'm like, really? You took that time?
Yeah. I honestly, when I see someone using this, I'm like, I don't think we can be that close of friends. Like right away, let's say it's someone I don't know, and we're texting, and I, thumbs up or whatever, and they send like a thumbs up that is like kind of similar to their skirt tone. I'm like, I'll never be comfortable enough to sing a rap song around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never be. You'll never be a bro or like my sister. You know.
But whenever I see a white guy who actually does the same thing,
best friends.
And I think that guy might be like a fucking racist.
Sorry, I thought you meant
no. Like if a white guy actually took the time to
choose the white
to the cream fucking
then it's the same thing.
Papaya smoothie fucking skin tone. Like,
you gotta.
I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, the best is when a white guy uses a black emoji. Then I'm like, I think
that's what we all started to do. Let's start,
Yeah. Black Santa.
Black Santa?
Wow, he steals the toys. Sorry.
Does he have a white beard?
Sorry.
Yeah?
He goes down the chimney and steals the toys. Sorry. Come on, guys. No one laughed at that joke. Come on.
Yeah.
There's a Black Santa. I did not know this.
His sleigh is pulled by pit bulls.
He has rims. All right. Listen, you're going to lose your job. Hopefully.
What are we doing?
We need to start doing French comedy because you're going to lose your job as a chief salesman.
Absolutely.
So we were talking that we're like, fuck it. We're going to do French comedy. Yeah. You've done it before.
A handful of times.
That's going to be me next month because I'm writing. I'm ready. I'm like, all right. Will I be a millionaire within 6 months? We don't know yet.
Come on, man.
We don't know
halfway there, baby. You're gonna. Listen, I think you're
French comedy. Let's go.
You're gonna do it.
Abitibi-Témiscamingue headlining. Let's go. Amer. Let's go.
Listen, there's been enough guys from our English side that have been doing well. Like I think Charles Dalian, he's doing really good for himself on the French side. Who else? I've seen so many. I saw David Pride do a set in French.
Pride. Wow.
Murdered. I was like, fuck it. I don't know how much of it. I haven't seen David in a long time, but I've seen a bunch of English guys do French comedy, fucking way better than me, and I'm a French guy, and I'm like, how badly do I suck? But it's very different. It has comedy humor is more closely tied to culture than the actual language. Like the sensibilities, the timings, the pauses, all these the inflections, it's more culturally based than just based out of the language. So I find it, if you're able to hop over, that's fantastic. Because it doesn't come easy to, it doesn't come naturally to me at all.
Really?
Je suis 100% québécois, francophone, mes deux parents.
Maybe Italian. We're not sure.
But in French, I can't tell a joke to save my mother's life.
Seriously?
Yeah, no. Listen, I tried a bunch of times, and I tried and failed. And shout out
French.
to Goofy, and shout out to Goofy, and shout out to Danny. They've really kicked me in the ass to be like, all right, stop fucking around, start doing some shows in French, and the ball is starting to roll. And contrary to what we were saying before, for me, it's not about the actual wording. It's about, again, it's the mentality. Just stop thinking about what should be the right word.
Yeah.
Fais juste penser comme un Québécois. T'es un Québécois. Pense en Québécois. Essaye pas de traduire. Don't try to translate. Just think You know, like remember the movie Firefox with Clint Eastwood, where he goes to Russia to steal the jet, and it's connected to his head, and he has to think in Russian in order to make the like. You just think, but it's a tough leap to make. It doesn't come naturally.
I heard the crowds are much easier. That's what I heard. I heard there's a lot of money and the crowds are easier.
I find that they're possibly less stuck up, if I can use the words.
So they are easier.
They're a little less, like kind of cross-armed. I was like, man, I don't know if I should.
They love their artists. That's what I learned. I've seen few they love their community, like their artists, Québécois people, because it is a country within a country.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's not lie. Like,
no, absolutely.
I've been traveling, man. I've been going to other provinces and other cities. There's nobody like Quebecers.
No, and even Montreal Anglophones will say that they're not like Anglophones in Ontario.
No.
Even you know what I mean?
But they'll laugh at your jokes. Like I still speak. I don't speak their language. I don't bud, but they'll it's the same because we all consume the same media. No one watches Canadian TV. Let's be honest. When is the last time you're like, I gotta go watch my favorite show on the CBC?
Oh my gosh, shoot me in the mouth.
No one has ever.
I think it was The Littlest Hobo.
Yeah, that's maybe.
Do you remember?
No, but I know a comedian.
Beachcombers. I mean, that was probably the last.
Let's
of it.
tune in to CFCF 12 quick. The show. No one's watching. Everyone's watching Netflix.
Yes.
Everybody has the same input. We're all consuming the same thing in English. However, Quebec has its own culture, his own TV shows, and own superstars.
Yes, its own stars.
So I'm like, I want to own that fucking country.
Yeah.
So that's my goal for 2026.
I mean, look, man. I as an immigrant, there's no words I like to hear more than to someone who wants to fucking not just dip his toe, but jump all in and because. In you learning the French language and you learning what it takes to tell jokes, you're showing that you're willing to open yourself up to the culture and not just be like us versus them or whatever. You're going to start assimilating all these things, and it's going to become part of you. Like I lived in Mexico for 2 years, and I legitimately spoke Spanish after 10 months, and I was legit.
That's crazy.
And but I was a legit Spanish speaker after 2 years, for real. But I couldn't understand their jokes. Couldn't understand any of their jokes because it was so closely tied to their culture, and I was watching them laugh. I'm like, is it now? Do I laugh now?
Really?
So the fact that you're getting French humor means that you're taking in the culture too, and that's that's changing your perspective of the wider world that you live in.
Here's the thing: I think excellent. I always enjoyed excellent French comedy. Louis José Hood. Mike Ward, Guillaume Wagner, even Jean-Marc Parent, I got it. I'm like, okay, he's not really, he's more like the people's comedian, but I got it. Yvon Deschamps, I'm like, I could see
Daniel Lemire. Do you ever see
Daniel Lemire?
He was very good.
These, I'm like, okay, Sugar Sammy. I'm like, if they get Sugar Sammy, 100% they're gonna get me. There's no doubt about it. Everybody loves Louis C.K. They're 100%. There's not a French comic who hasn't seen Louis C.K.
Yeah.
So if they can get that, I'm pretty sure they can get me. I'm looking at my Reddit. I'm like, this is funny. Yeah. I've been doing comedy for 10 years. That sentence will get a laugh.
Sure.
I think it's easier. I don't know why.
And I think it's going to be the same formula that made you good in English. It's you in your car just repeating, getting the inflections right, just getting the pauses right, and owning your material here as opposed to speaking from here, and repetition, and eventually you get there.
I'm
Where
really excited.
you're good is that you film yourself, and I know that you're gonna film yourself and say, okay, that worked, that didn't work, and that's gonna you're gonna work on that, and that'll be part of your process. And good on you for doing that.
It wasn't always like this. At the beginning, I didn't film my sets.
You film all your sets,
and then I started filming my sets, and then I would not watch them because it's so
cringy.
Really bad sets. I can't watch.
It's unwatchable.
I'll watch a good set, and I'll see. Okay, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I'll watch a good set.
Yeah.
A really bad set, I can't watch it because I'm like, there's nothing. In my mind, and maybe I'm wrong. I fucked up the first minute or the first joke, and I'm like, it's when you're in a bad mood and you go on stage.
Surette told me something very interesting. He's like, film it and watch the ones that you do bad. Watch them surreptitiously. And I was like, why?
What I don't know what that word means.
Like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Because you're gonna hate yourself so much
Yeah.
for that mistake that you did. It's like you will never do it again. It's like
That's childhood trauma. But I don't fully.
But I
compare.
kind of understand what he was saying. It's like see the mistake,
Yeah.
and hate it,
Yeah.
And if you've seen it, like okay, I'm not doing that again.
It's sometimes here's the thing. I'm at a level right now where I don't trust anybody who tells me I had a good set, and I don't like. So I don't trust.
I mean, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like that's every set. I'm like I could have done this better. I could have done this
Yeah.
better. I'll get laughs.
Yeah.
But it's just sometimes like I like when sets are magical.
Yeah.
And I'm in a weird place. Like in my artistic path, I'm in a
Yes.
very weird place right now where I get no pleasure from stand up. None.
Uh-huh.
None.
Really?
No stress. No stress. It could be a million people, or it could be an open mic in front of two people. I can go on stage right now and
Interesting.
no stress. I get excitement when I write a new joke and when I make money. These are the only two. And it's a weird because I'm worried. I'm like, shouldn't I feel like, oh, I'm going to go on stage? I'm like, it's fucking Delhi. Like, I've been doing it for, like, there's none.
It's interesting.
I did Corona Theater, bro, 2 weeks ago.
Because I
And I was like, "Oh, I don't care."
get the willies before every set.
Yeah?
And I hope I never lose it. I hope I never lose it. I feel like it's what I heard a great expression a long time ago. It's not about losing the butterflies; it's about making them fly all in the same direction.
Oh, wow.
And I like that expression. I was like,
I don't know what to do. It's a weird feeling. I do not know what to do. I don't know where it came from. My theory is that discussed last year. I decided to make comedy my business. Now it's my business. So
Yeah.
I'm running a business where I need to sit with my CFO, which is also me,
Yeah.
and tell him like, hey, these are the quarterly numbers we need to do. Like it's a business in my mind right now.
Yeah.
So there's no.
So I'm not juxtaposing any of my values on myself, but this is a very interesting topic. Do you find that having turned your passion into a job, like how do you feel like about that? Because I've seen people do that. Like I used to know a guy with like a corporate job, and then he went scuba diving for the first time, and he fell in love with scuba diving so head over heels.
Yeah.
He dropped everything, got certified, became a certified instructor, became went down south, became a scuba diving instructor, and within 2 years he absolutely hated it because he had turned his passion like into his job, and now and
I don't hate
and
it.
to me like I think like a job is a job is a job is a job. So it's like
I'll say this. I am truly enjoying being a businnesman. I get the idea of sitting and booking rooms, and doing the road, getting contracts.
Fun.
I love being a businessman. I think I'm not made to be an employee. That's what I'm realizing.
Fair
It took
enough.
me 40 years to
Fair
realize this. I love the fact. I feel like I'm an open mic businessman. Where the thing like I'll try something and it bombs, like an idea. I'm like, oh, let's book a theater and see what happens, and then 5 people show up, like in kitchen. Like 10 people show up in a kitchen water. I'm like, I just test ideas, and some of them work, some of them don't work. So I'm using my creativity in the world of business, and I really love this. I've never been more focused in my life.
Well, you're fun to watch, like on Facebook and the whatnot, because you put up a lot of videos, and you and me we're started fucking around with the Soras. I like your Soras.
I'm using it purely for advertising, marketing purposes. It's very fun.
But they're creative too.
They're creative, of course. I always say that the future, because of AI, the future is going to be idea driven. So craft unfortunately will slowly die, or it will become a niche thing.
What craft?
Craft. To craft a table.
Oh, okay.
Like the idea of cutting the thing,
sure.
because you can buy a 3D printed table.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like in the sense that the idea of craft, of being really good at making videos, let's say, it's gonna be an idea. It's gonna be an idea, a market of ideas. So whoever has the best idea, that's because the software is gonna do the camera angle, is gonna be the audio. It's like all this will be done automatically. The craft. But the idea, like you had like a rapper who raps about cheese. Yeah. That's the idea. Yeah. It's going to be a market of ideas, because you could just take that idea, put it in Sora, bam. So anyway, but so if we go back, so I'm enjoying the business, 100%. I'm loving running my business. I'm writing, just writing. I'm like, I'll have a little anxiety because I'm like, you have to sit and, you have to be with your thoughts, but I'm writing often.
Good.
It's as if like, okay, I know what to do now. So,
So you're still coming up with like new ideas
more than
and
ever.
new.
More than ever.
That's interesting.
It took me 10 years to write my
bits.
first. Yeah.
My new bits are few and far between.
Yeah?
I have to say.
Again, because I'm running it as a business, and now I have fans. Like I'm doing the road. We did 20 what, Joel? 23, 24?
Joel, smarten up. How many days? How many people?
Cities we've done in 2025?
Put your dick back in your pants.
Like 20-something cities. We did 20-something cities, sold hundreds of tickets, thousands of laughters. All these people have seen my hour. So in my mind, I want to come back to Sault Ste. Marie.
Sure.
I want to come back to Edmundston. I want to go back to Halifax.
And you gotta have a
so
new
and I'm
hour.
going to bring my new hour.
Sure.
So I'm like, well, I owe. Let's just sit down and write. 30 minutes. Now it's 2 30 minutes. 1 30 minute in French, 1 30 minute in English. I would love to say that I do it every day, but I don't. I would say maybe 4 times, 3-4 times a week. So I'm like, yeah, let's just. The idea of being completely engulfed in work is something I truly enjoy.
Okay.
Like my only source of happiness or like disconnect is my girlfriend, which is why all my new jokes are about my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not with her, I'm working.
Yes.
And I love that feeling.
Sure. It's important what you say because I say that
It's not healthy. I don't think it's
my
healthy.
new bits are few and far between. I also have a job that sucks up 50 hours a week.
But here's the thing.
Of my
I
brain.
don't- if I may,
like my attention.
Alex, if I may, don't spit on that because you having an office job is something that 90% of the population has. So the jokes that can come.
Yes.
Like that story about Jeremy having a big cock. If you can turn that, you're like, I get bored at work. Everybody's like, I get bored at work too. So I start rumors. You have my attention. What is the rumor? Jeremy has a huge cock. And the fact that you're like, he has a big schnoz. And you're like that's hilarious.
Dude, he's got Sideshow Bob feet. And he's got like, I was like, for sure, this guy's hung like a donkey, dude. It's like.
But you understand, like, your life is richer than mine.
Well, I mean, look.
You have children, you have a girlfriend, you have an office job.
Sure, but it depends.
You just have to sit down and write.
So it depends what kind of comedy that you write. Like, like I do mostly anecdotal, like kind of humor, which I do take, from like, slices of life. But like, do you take the newspaper and just like do like topical stuff and just like
no.
political, whatever you want to call it.
When I live with my girlfriend, I just live. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Last time she forgot to flush. I saw her poop. I have like a fresh 2 minutes on it.
That really is a game changer,
Yeah,
eh? Your girlfriend hangs a deuce and she forgets to flush. Yeah, you're like, oh, I know.
Dude, it just, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. We got into an argument yesterday. She said I interrupt her a lot. And I do. I really interrupt her a lot. But I'm like, why does it not bother me? I'm like, because I don't think there's nothing wrong with interrupting someone when they speak.
Because we're also egomaniacs.
Nothing I'm saying or you're saying, like I'm talking about is important.
Yes.
I've loved my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not once have I, at the end of a conversation with her, went like, man, this conversation needs to be on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
This should be written on an ancient scroll so that in 1,000 years, someone, like nothing. It's always just the shoes of the fiance of her cousin he might wear. I'm gonna interrupt you. Like this, nothing matters.
Yes,
we're not solving. Even if we're solving the Middle East, we're not solving. So I'm like, and I truly don't think there's nothing wrong with interrupting someone when they speak.
I do that
tell me why I'm wrong. Be my girlfriend's advocate here.
Well,
the devil's advocate. That's not the. I hope she's not watching.
In this case, my girlfriend. Because look, like, listen. If it's you and me and we're riffing, we're just having fun. We kind of understand it back and forth. But like, like some people like don't like necessarily get like what it is to riff and just to like pony up on each other's jokes, and they're like, it's rude. It's rude.
Why is it define? What makes it rude?
Because holding court is rude. Like to just be like the one who's talking and not let other people like have their turn. Because we're human beings.
Nothing matters.
No, I understand
nothing I've ever said matters ever, and nothing she ever said, like except for me, nothing matters. We're not. I'm not interrupting Jacques Parizeau when he said
Le vote ethnique.
le vote ethnique. You know what I mean? C'est l'argent et le vote ethnique.
Excuse me, I disagree,
Yeah.
Mr. Parizeau.
Yeah,
He was 100% right.
100%. Do you understand nothing? I'm not King Solomon. She's not
Sure.
Nefertiti.
Sure.
Making peace with Rome. Nothing matters.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's fun. I'm like, I told her, I just get excited as a child. It's like I'm like a child.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm like, and I just interrupt.
But she has,
Why
to
is it
she
rude?
has to recognize that trait about you too, because you're always like trying to find the funny thing, and he's like, "Oh, Amber's just doing Amber right now."
Or I'll say something misogynistic and she doesn't like it. That's another.
That's another chapter right
That's
there.
another.
You know,
It's just
you know,
fun because it's fun.
we'll dissect that
It's
some other
fun.
time. Yeah, I mean,
It's fun. I was talking with Joel and another guy here, and we're talking about like I don't know how this will come out, but you've had a few relationships in your life.
sure.
You've lived with women. You mated with women.
I've made it. I've copulated.
You've populated.
Yeah.
You have daughters.
Yes.
It's insane. It's 2025.
Joel is laughing because he doesn't know how I can legally have children. How have they not taken your kids away from you?
I'm seeing the wheels spin. He's about to drop something.
Isn't it crazy? It's 2026, right?
Yes.
In a couple of weeks, I mean,
Yes.
in America, we've achieved equality. Let's be honest.
Sure.
No one who thinks women are inferior to men live in our society. There is maybe in Afghanistan.
Sure.
or-
Somalia, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We've achieved
Sure.
equality. A woman is equal to a man in every single. We've achieved it. Whatever. I don't care what people. We have achieved it. And yet again, I have never met a man who doesn't tell me that his girlfriend drives him crazy. Every single man I meet,
Yeah.
he's like, bro, like at least once every. I'll just. It's a perfect relationship. He's like, I just
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
This. Like, it's.
But
it's-
Louis C.K.'s got a great like sort of bit about that. He's like, racism is a mistake and eventually will go away. Sexism will never go away. that is ingrained, entrenched. It will.
But we solved everything.
Well, because it's yin and yang. They're fundamentally different from us, and they will focus on other things, and we'll focus on others, and we'll drive each other crazy.
And we're supposed to just accept it.
Well, accept it. Yeah, because the argument is that they accept shit from us.
Yeah, but we're right.
There's the Lebanese. There we go. I saw it now.
Is your chest hair tingling right now?
There we go. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, you're right. But like, I've driven women crazy over time.
Yeah.
I know I have.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got my own fucking.
Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like I have like strong like OCD, and like like in my house, like all my books are in alphabetical order
Yeah.
of the author,
Okay.
and then within the author, it's like chronologically in order.
Okay.
So like I'm very like orderly.
How are you wrong?
I'm not wrong, but like that spills over, and like you kind of like look at other people who don't live like you, and like look at this fucking savage. What kind of fucking.
It's so funny. It's a complete reverse. I'm a messy man.
Oh yeah.
I'm a dirt. Like, okay. So my girlfriend and I, we did a trial.
Yeah.
She's like, she's going to come live in my house
Yeah.
for 1 week.
Uh-huh.
For 7 days, she's going to live at my house. We decided we're going to give it a try. I love her very much.
Mm-hmm.
I see a future with her. And she was telling me that she feels lonely because, I work so much. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, I want to. Bro, I thought my house was clean. She got there. She's like, no,
She
we
froze.
need to.
She froze.
She saw things
Yeah,
that I have
yeah.
never even paid attention to. The corner of the ceiling, there's dust on it. Why should I care? Why should I care that the door ring has dust on it?
Because, bro, it's like she equates that with your cock. She's like, dirty house, dirty cock. Do I want that in my mouth? I don't want it in my mouth.
When I don't shower, I'm not gonna lie, I don't shower every day. Like, let's say I'll take a 24-hour break.
Yes.
I don't know for you, I do.
Yeah.
I have a bidet, my asshole's
Yes.
clean. I don't need to shower every day. I don't touch her if I'm dirty.
Yeah.
But like, maybe it's true. But she's like, oh, I can't eat in the kitchen. It's too dirty. I'm like, I clean. Like, where's? She's like, yeah, over there. Dude, I threw out my microwave. I had a toaster oven that I've had for 10 years.
Your microwave looked like a nightmare.
Listen,
I'm sure
it looked like Chernobyl,
like an abattoir.
It wasn't great. I threw it away. I have a toaster oven I had for 10 years.
So you threw it away. Instead of cleaning it, you just tossed it.
I'm like, we're done. That's it.
$50.
Toaster oven.
New toaster.
We're done. I had a thing. On my birthday, she got me a kitchen table, like a kitchen island, whatever it's called, because the thing I had was so disgusting. So she got, and I love her tremendously. She cares about me. I could tell, you know. My bath mat gone.
I'm sure it smelled like AIDS.
I never smelled it. Why would I smell it? It's there for one thing and one thing is
Did you ever wash it?
No, I swipe it. Whatever.
Dude. It's very funny.
It's yeah. So it's
how
like,
many times, be honest with me, how many times do you wash your bed sheets in a year?
In a year,
in a year.
Not a lot.
Give me a real number.
Oh, buddy. Once a month, maybe.
That's not bad.
Yeah?
Once a month is good.
Okay.
People say once every 2 weeks, go fuck yourself.
No.
If you're doing once a month, all right.
Dude, my girlfriend changes it twice a week.
Twice a week?
She's a clean lady. Like her apartment is so clean.
That's insane. No, but that's too much. Once a month, I'm proud of you. Good
I should do it. I mean, I say once a month. I hope I'm. Sometimes I slip. You know what I'm saying? My house is messy. I'm a messy guy. Well, here's the thing. I appreciate like let's say so she stayed for a week. I used to go and come back and she's like cleaning behind the TV.
Yes.
The whole area
behind the TV. She fucking loves you, bro.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. But here's the thing. It came with love, but it came with disgust.
A little bit of judgment.
And you're like,
Sure,
what's wrong?
sure,
And I told her, listen, I wear glasses when I drive.
Yeah.
So like you're as much like I can see your features, I can read your face.
Yeah.
Joel is maybe twice your distance.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's angry or happy right
He's
now.
got his dick in his hand. You can't see it. Yeah.
That's it's humongous. If that's what I'm saying, it's pretty big. In the sense that I don't need you know, I'm like Van Gogh. You know Van Gogh, all his weird paintings.
So you just
care.
don't see it.
I don't see it, and
don't see it.
I genuinely do not care.
Yeah.
I genuinely do not
Do you pee on your feet in the shower to prevent the athlete's foot?
No, but I do pee in the shower.
You gotta pee.
But I don't pee on my feet.
No, you gotta pee on your feet.
I don't do sports. How can I get athlete's foot if I don't do sports? I'm not an athlete.
Maybe I just like to pee on my feet.
I think that's just. You know, it's so funny. That story about you have to pee on your feet, that story, I've heard it before even the invention of the internet.
Yes.
I've heard Madonna.
Yeah, folklore.
Is it Madonna?
Yes, I don't know.
I've heard Madonna said it somewhere, and then it's like Richard Gere and the gerbil and the asshole.
Yes.
These two stories appeared in my life at the same time.
Yeah.
You got to pee on your feet.
Yeah.
And
Richard Gere puts a gerbil in his
gerbil
ass.
in his ass.
Yeah, we all took it for face value.
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess
I guess this is what I'm doing.
you took it way too seriously.
No, absolutely. I don't know.
Did you come on your feet as well?
No, I find it funny, family folklore. Every family has their little bits of folklore, which I find fascinating. Like my dad used to pump gas, when we used to put gas in the car, we'd be in the car as kids, and all of a sudden, we'd feel the car shaking like this, and what the fuck's he doing? And we turn around, and my dad is just fucking pumping the car up and down because in his head, I can fit an extra quart of gas in the car. And who gives a shit? You just saved yourself 5 minutes until the next gas station. And he had a comb over, so his hair was he looked insane. He was just fucking giving and we're in the car shaking. He's like, you get another quart of gas in the car. It's good. It's important. I was like, all right, Dad. Yeah.
It's funny. My dad. It's funny with cars because our parents use cars.
Yeah.
My dad, to this day, insists that even if he drives a Corolla, you have to put premium gas because it's better for the engine. Even
that's true though.
No, it's not.
That's
You're so
true.
old. It shows your age.
No,
it shows your age.
You'll get more kilometers on a tank of gas.
That is.
I've done the test. I have done the test.
You know why? It's because there's a certain amount of ethanol that they put on top of the gas.
Yes.
And the ethanol, you burn it, you get some mileage,
Yes.
but the gas is where you get. But is it worth the 30 cents more? Absolutely not. Is it cleaner? Absolutely not. Is it better for the engine? Absolutely not.
Really?
Maybe you'll get a few.
So why is it that the high-end cars, if you put the leaded one, it'll fuck up the engine?
Because the octane explains how much you can compress the
the
piston.
expansion,
So
yes.
high performance engines, they rev high and they compress more or whatever.
I'm
Something
gonna
like
take
this.
the word of the engineer on this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
100%. it's not better for your car. I think this idea that it's better for your car comes from when we had leaded gas.
Yes.
And then the switch happened
Yes.
somewhere in the 70s, 80s
Yes.
or whatever, where we switched from leaded to unleaded.
Yes.
And then maybe the higher octane was better.
Yeah.
But absolutely not.
I find it funny that they still advertise some places sans plomb. I'm like, yeah, we got it. Thank you.
It's been 45 years. For me, the song, what do you say? No lead gas.
Sans plomb.
When you say no lead gas,
yeah.
it's the same that says no smoking in airplanes.
Yes, yeah.
It's the same.
Yes.
They never updated
Air
the
Canada
pumps.
is proud to offer you a non-smoking flight. Thanks,
Yeah.
Air Canada.
Thanks, Air Canada. It's been like, what, how many years that we did that?
Yes.
It's
And no is allowed on Air Canada.
Bella.
This is a strictly no flight. Oh, thank you, Air Canada.
Boo. Honestly, I've been traveling. The new stewardess, they're
Yes,
not. They're
yeah.
not worth the trouble.
No. Yeah, that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Stewardesses used to be
Used
hot.
to be
back-
hot.
Yeah, it was
Stewardess
a thing.
used to be hot.
Yeah, it was a thing.
And again, we're not promoting
No,
the
no.
but it was like the face of the company. They used to be Pretty Woman, but
So
now they have Pretty
I
Men.
take Air Canada.
Yeah.
Air Canada is a dog shit airline, and the only reason
Yeah?
it's in business is because our taxes are paying for it.
Oh, wow.
They're in the red constantly year over year, and the reason is you can't lose your job. So why try to do anything right
Yeah.
when you can't lose your job? I took a flight to go to Paris. I took Air France.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is what flying is supposed to be like. The food was, the plane,
Yeah.
everything, and stewardesses were hot.
Stewardesses were
And I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Air Canada sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me be the devil's advocate. Air Canada should not be a private company. It should be the same way of
Well,
Quebec.
it is. It's not a private
I know,
company.
it
It's a
should-
crown corporation.
It's a crown corporation.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Then I don't.
That's why it's shit.
I don't expect it to be. It's like taking the STM, or it's just listen. It's like taking a bus. You don't expect high quality from the bus. It's a sky bus. You want quality? Go to Air France. If you want quality,
That's fair. Go to
fly
WestJet,
British
WestJet
Airways,
or Porter.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I hear what you're saying.
It's like the mail. It's like the Post Canada.
But I mean,
you don't expect Post Canada to be amazing, but it's supposed to be there. And I don't mind. Personally, I don't mind if companies ran by the government are inefficient. I don't mind it because here's
I'm all yours.
because idiots need to work. You understand? I consider myself maybe slightly over the average in terms of intelligence. Okay, which means there's 50% of the people that are dumber than me.
Yeah.
These 50% of people deserve to work. Well, if they don't work, you know what happens? They burn the government and behead the prime minister. So stupid people, or not stupid, but like low IQ people,
Yes.
they deserve to have a job where they feel safe and secure,
Yeah.
and they don't need to rebel against the government.
But I gotta say
Yeah.
one thing though. Like the STM,
Yeah.
our bus service went on strike.
Yeah.
And I hear what you're saying. Everybody needs to
Yeah.
work and everybody can work. But just because you have a Sec 5 doesn't mean you should be making $100,000 with overtime.
You know what's funny? I think you should. I think you should. I think you should be making more than them.
Well, okay. Well, then I'll take.
You know what I mean?
I'll take that.
That's.
But
I
I
think
find the gap between, like, let's say what I do for
Yeah.
a living with the
Yeah.
pressure that I have to
100%.
deal with,
You should
and
be
the
making
gap
more.
that they're making, it's not such big of a gap. Because
should-
when you got a union,
Yeah.
that's like,
Yeah.
by definition, how can we make more for less?
Yeah. You should be making more.
The
Here's
equation, my Trumpism is flaring up right now. I'm sorry, I apologize.
You're smart enough that you will always find a way to make a living. People who are less smart than you, in history, if you look at history, have burnt castles and beheaded the king.
Yes.
These are the people that will revolt and then chop down the whole government. So I don't mind that they have golden cuff jobs. And I don't think they make that much. Look
I've never
at
heard of this golden cuff job.
the golden cufflink. What's a
No,
it's a
golden parachute?
No, the golden. A25. All right, we need to end the podcast.
Oh, fuck
the
it.
golden. What's the expression? Golden cufflinks.
I've never heard of this. The
Golden
golden handcuffs. I've never
Yes.
heard of this.
You're in a prison, but it's a beautiful prison.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because all these guys, at most, they'll become upper middle class. That's
Sure.
it. That's it. And I don't think it's bad that these people are middle class or upper. Like, it's okay that they can afford a job and make kids and not, again, burn down. No. That's my.
Fair
and
enough.
again, nothing stopping you from getting a job in the public sector. You're with your experience, I'm pretty sure anybody, the government related to milk or cheese, they'd be happy to have you.
I mean,
If you decide to get a golden handcuff job,
I mean,
you could.
They have sweet ass pensions. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, sweetest pensions,
Sweet-ass
amazing.
pension. Yeah. At the federal level, I think Air Canada too indexed to inflation. That's
I don't know
wild.
what that means, but I have
That
a feeling
that means when you retire, inflation goes up 4%, your pension goes up 4.
That's amazing.
Goes up 5, goes up 5. Goes
So
up
guys-
16, goes 16.
So we're quitting French English comedy, and
We covered a lot today, from
we're gonna-
masturbation to jizzing to fucking unions.
I think we're gonna keep 15 minutes. The whole podcast is gonna be 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to remove every time I spoke about my girlfriend. It's gonna be interesting. Guys, thank you so much.
Hey,
Maybe-
but
Alex,
to hang
that
out,
was
man.
That was our favorite podcast.
Yeah,
we have to
I
do
know.
more of them.
We
That
have,
was
we
so
have a good
fun.
time. We have a good time.
Guys, follow Alex.
Is Gabe still doing your editing?
Yes.
Shout out to Gabe.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm gonna have Alex's bio and Instagram. Give him a follow. Tell him how much you love cheese. And thank you so much for listening. I love you very much, everybody. Good night. I love you, Gabe. I love you, Gene. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Take care, everybody.